Alright guys, welcome back to another Fortnite video, and in this one we have got a ton of fun stuff to talk about that has to do with the Season 5 Battle Pass. That is right guys, it is just around the corner, coming out on Thursday I believe. Thursday morning, probably at around 4 a.m. I think Eastern time. That's usually when they do it if it doesn't lag and they mess it up. But with that being said, a brand new Battle Pass is most likely coming out, so let's talk a little bit about what we want to see in it and what is likely to be coming in this brand new Battle Pass. Because you guys have seen in the past, with the Season 3 Battle Pass, it was a lot different from the Season 4 Battle Pass. They added things to it, changed it a bunch, and they're definitely going to be improving it for Season 5. And let's see if we can predict exactly what is going to be happening. So yeah guys, if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to hit that like button down below. It always helps me out so much, and I love seeing the support on the videos. You guys are the best. And along with that, comment right now what your favorite item in the Season 4 Battle Pass is. Is it level 80 Omega? Is it Carbide? For me, I think it might have to be level 80 Omega. I'm almost there, and once I'm done with this grind, it's going to be worth it. But yeah, I'm curious to see what you guys have to say. But without further ado here, let's get on into it. And before we even talk about a bunch of the things that I think are coming, let's real quick go over the announcement that was made today. As you can see on the screen, a brand new teaser image was shown to us, and this one is very clearly a Vikings axe. So could this actually be, like a harvesting tool, a pickaxe that we get in the game? Could this be a teaser of something in the Battle Pass? So is this showing us that it is for sure going to be, history themed in terms of the Battle Pass? Are we going to be getting Viking skins, maybe pirate skins, maybe ancient Rome skins like we've talked about a bunch? I'm not 100% sure, but this image right here, like, why else would they show an axe? Unless it's like some brand new item that we're going to be throwing around in game. It is like more than likely going to be a pickaxe in the game. It just makes so much sense that that would be exactly what it is, and there's almost no doubting that it is a Vikings pickaxe. Now along with that, there was also the teaser image yesterday, I believe, that was of a mask for a character or something like that, and a lot of people thought it was Egyptian, but I'm pretty sure it is actually Japanese and is a kitsune mask. If you want to look it up, it's basically this mask, and it looks exactly like it. It has the curvy lines like around the eyes and stuff like that, but that's basically like, I believe, a fox mask in Japanese like culture, and it makes way more sense that it would be that instead of Egyptian. So I thought I might as well clear that up before we get into the video, because I'm not sure where else I would say that besides maybe my Twitter account. But yeah guys, with that out of the way, let's get on into it with some of the things that I think should be added in the next Battle Pass. Alright, so the first thing I want to talk about, this is one that really needs to change, alright? This is something that I think is very important. So basically what I'm talking about here is, let's try and remove some of the things that aren't even really worth it in the Battle Pass. Like, I'm talking about less of these random emotes that you throw up into the air and I've really never ever seen anybody use. I mean, honestly guys, leave a comment down below. When was the last time you used this like mariachi skull thing in game? Have you ever even equipped it to your character? Like, honestly, I don't think anybody ever uses these things. So this is just something that I really think needs to go in the future Battle Pass. Not only does nobody use them, but they also take up a ton of space in your locker. Like, just going to my locker here, I want to find my emotes, my normal emotes, and then I'm just absolutely spammed with this list. Look at how many of these there are. Actually, let's count them. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 9 to 10 layers of these random throwable emotes. I know some of the graffiti stuff was in there as well, so let's say 9 rows, but 9 freaking rows. That's about 72 of these. 72. I think it's time for these to change, and that would open up space for some brand new type of items to come into the game. And speaking of which, this brings me to my next point I want to go over. We need more pickaxes in the Battle Pass. Season 3 actually wasn't that bad. I believe that one had quite a few pickaxes, but the Season 5 Battle Pass doesn't really have that many. I mean, you do have the 2 for Carbide and Omega, and those are some very cool ones. But just going through the entire Battle Pass itself, just, scrolling through here, you have 1, I believe, at the very beginning at level 7 or tier 7. Wait, is that actually the only one? No, I almost forgot about the candy pickaxe. So you do have 2 in the main Battle Pass itself, and also the ones again for Carbide and Omega. So that's not terrible, but 4 pickaxes, I feel like that could be improved a little bit. Let's get around like 6 to 8. great. Just go crazy with the customization. But since pickaxes are honestly one of the best customization items, I feel like we should be able to get more of them. Now, as for the next one I want to talk about, this one is back bling in the battle pass. So in season 4 and also I believe season 3. Yeah, season 3 had back bling, and in fact that's actually the season that I think brought in back bling. But basically this kind of has to do with the battle pass and kind of not. But one thing I would like to see in season 5 is actually have back bling not be exclusive to the battle pass. And first of all, I do want to say that I for sure want back bling to still be in the battle pass. In fact, I'd love to see even more back bling just so we have more customizable options, you know, maybe bring in some more unique back bling that can go with different characters. But I just think it would be super cool to have like legendary or epic variants of back bling in the shop and just have Epic Games go like crazy with them. Have like animated back blings. Like I really wish that the fireworks back bling that came with the fireworks team leader, I thought that one would have been like really cool if some of the fireworks were actually like going off in the pack. Like at the very least, have a sparkler off the back, like just, you know, sparkling. I mean, is that what you call it? But yeah, just have like animated back blings and stuff. And I'm trying to think of like what else you could have here. And I mean, we do kind of have some like the deflector for the, I forget his name, the orange guy. Yeah, the orange guy. But his back bling is a little bit animated. When you run forward, it opens up. Also, the visitor's back bling has the fan on the back that opens up. But basically, I just like to see more creative stuff like this. I don't know. I think that would be a pretty fun idea. But let's take a little bit of a break talking about cosmetic items in the battle pass, and let's instead talk about the challenges. So first of all, do not get me wrong. I think the challenges in the battle pass are a ton of fun. I love looking for the battle pass stars hidden around the map, doing some of the crazy challenges like the ring challenges. I think all of that is great, and I think they should keep it the way it is with the weekly challenges. But instead, I think it would be a good idea to just, you know, switch up the challenges a little bit. Let's come up with some very unique ones, because you guys have seen with season 3 and season 4, they repeated a lot of the same challenges, and that kind of got a little bit annoying. But when they introduced like a brand new challenge, those were like some of the most fun. So come on, Epic, let's continue that and come up with some super creative challenges. And I'm not even sure what they would be. You guys can help me out down below in the comments, come up with some awesome ideas. But even if it's like something super hard, like getting a 100-meter snipe, and maybe even if you do have like those super hard challenges, they reward you with like a special cosmetic for those super hard ones. But along with that, I'm not really sure. You could have one like maybe use a bouncer pad to survive like a 100-foot drop, something like that. Maybe use a bouncer pad to get a snipe or something. There's just a lot of cool ideas that I think could switch it up. So again, let's keep the same like way of doing the weekly challenges, but just freshen them up a little bit. But after that comes the one that was basically the inspiration for this entire video. Oh boy, I'm sure a lot of you guys have the same thoughts as me. We really need to do something about the level 80 grind and make sure that they don't do it the same way for season 5. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's a very cool idea to have that like hard thing to reach, and getting to level 80 definitely was that, but I think there's better ways of doing it that doesn't involve, you know, just time in the game. Honestly, the level 80 Omega challenge is just a complete grind, and it gets pretty tedious after a while. It's not really rewarding any type of skill because you basically get the most XP from just, you know, having time in the game. You don't even get that much XP for getting eliminations, and on top of all of that, it's also incredibly tedious if you're doing it solo. So it's kind of like pay to win a little bit, where if you have a bunch of friends that do have the battle pass and are giving you that extra bonus, it makes it easier for your grind to get to that next level. So there are definitely some improvements that need to be made to these higher tier like items and stuff like that. So some examples here, and again, I definitely do want more items that only the best players can get, but like one idea for this is maybe to have it based on wins. I don't know, maybe have some based on like 10, 25, 50, 100 wins during the season. Like just imagine if the level 80 Omega lights were unlocked at 100 wins, and I know that would be super hard for a ton of people, and that would also take a ton of time to do, so maybe less wins than that, but that would still be something to work towards, and if you are a skilled player, you could get it done pretty easily, and it does reward players that are actually more skilled in the game. Now on top of that, you could do the XP grind again, but just make it more fair for solo players, because I play solo a ton. It's been a crazy grind, so even if like eliminations awarded more XP, I just think it would be more fair. But yeah, that is definitely on the top of the list for things that need to be improved. So let's move on here to the final thing I want to talk about in this video, and it's kind of a small one, but something that I think would be pretty cool. I want to see new contrails come into like the shop and stuff like that. Obviously the ones that we have in the battle pass are super cool, and we always get a good amount of them. I don't remember how many we got this season, but I feel like it was around 6 or so. But on top of that, I just think it would be cool to have like legendary and epic variants be in the shop. I'm not even sure like what you could have, but just some crazy ones. We already have the crazy gliders, like the Chinese New Year one with the dragon. You also have the pterodactyl, which is personally my favorite glider. I love that one so much. But I would like to see more creative contrails come into the shop. Obviously, they wouldn't be that expensive because they're not that special and you don't see them that much. You only see them when you're diving. But I think Epic could come up with some very creative ideas. And again, I'm trying to think of them. It's hard to say. Honestly, I'm not sure right now. If you guys saw my previous video, we talked about a bunch of ones that are supposedly leaked. I think those are going to be super dope, but maybe stuff like on top of that. And again, if you want to see that video, it's on the channel and also will be linked in a card at the end of this video. But yeah, having contrails in the shop, I think that could be pretty interesting. But anyways, guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to subscribe for more of these coming out in the near future. Got a challenges guide coming out on Thursday morning. Don't want to miss that, and you can also check out my previous videos, such as going through a bunch of leaked Season 5 stuff on the left, and then on the right, another fun video I'm sure you guys will enjoy. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.